Hi everyone, it's me Jen from EmJustLikeYou, and today I would like to share with you all of the drugstore affordable makeup items that I think any broke girl needs. Of course, you don't have to be broke, but I feel like there's so many of us out there that says, girl, I don't got money for that. But makeup isn't something you want to splurge on. Or maybe you just have a lot of makeup like I do and you just need some essential items that are just affordable. So today's video, I'm going to share with you all of my absolute favorite products that are very affordable and can be found at your local drugstore. So it can be found at Walgreens, CVS, Kroger, Walmart, anywhere. So let's start out with the face. So the first product is going to be primer. Now if you are a type of person that has texture on your skin and you want to just smooth it out as well as want to make the makeup last a lot longer, try this out. This is a drugstore product. This is the Monistat Complete Care, and what it is a chafing relief powder gel. It fills your pores, it fills any of the textures that you have from acne scarring, and it just smooths everything down so that you can apply your foundation. And I think this is a genius product because it is used for sensitive skin, for chafing. So it's going to really smooth everything without irritating your skin. I think on a regular basis, I only use drugstore concealer just because I find the formula to be very creamy and nice, and it doesn't crease on my under eyes. So these are going to be ideal for under eyes as well as just concealing anything around the nose area, any redness that you may have. My absolute favorite has to be the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I have loved these for years now, but I actually mix two colors. So the regular one that I always use around my face, on blemishes around my nose area, is the one in the color medium. Now this is just the perfect color. It has enough warmth, but it also has enough coolness. So I absolutely love this color. But when I want more brightness, especially underneath my eyes like I'm wearing today, I add in a little bit of this one, which is the neutralizer. It's very yellow base. Now because it is drugstore and it is affordable, I find it justifiable for me to buy two to kind of mix and customize the color that I need perfectly for myself. Now, if you guys don't like that applicator because it is that weird sponge applicator, a lot of people are freaked out by it, you can actually remove it and just use the product as itself and then just apply it on directly to your eyes. Now, I do have another drugstore concealer that I absolutely love, and this is the Maybelline Fit Me. I'm in the color 220. I find it to be the perfect color that adds the right amount of brightness underneath the eyes. But what I like about this is that it's a much thinner consistency, so it glides beautifully underneath the eyes. Especially if you have more lines underneath your eyes, you can wear like a cream underneath your eyes to kind of moisturize everything, and this thin formula actually glides on nicer. Now, next is going to be foundation, and my absolute favorite. I told myself, you know, I can't sit here and just talk about all the drugstore foundations that I absolutely love, so I narrowed it down to just one, and it has to be this one. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I recommend this for everyone out there, even if you have really oily skin or if you have normal to dry skin. This is definitely your best friend. I find that the finish is beautiful. It's almost a powder finish, but not to the point where it would make your skin look dry. It just looks like skin, and it lasts all day. It really matches up to the performance of MAC foundations, in my opinion, just for fraction of the price. So I love this. I'm in the color golden beige. Now whenever I talk about any foundation, I do add it in the comments below and kind of let you know what other colors I am in other foundations so that you can use it as a guide. Next is powder. Now if you have oily skin or you don't, because I have kind of almost dry skin, I really like this Stay Matte powder by Rimmel. I use it and I know for sure my skin will not get oily at all in certain areas, but I also like to use it to set my concealer because it won't budge. It just like melts into the skin and just blend in with the liquid concealer, the liquid foundation, and it just makes everything just lock in without looking too powdery, and it's super affordable. I used a translucent color, but I've used other colors as well. It works exactly the same in my opinion. Now, if you're a type of girl that like to bake, but you don't want to buy the Laura Mercier type of powder, this is your best friend. This is the Airspun by Coty. And I absolutely love this. I like it in this color. This is the translucent extra coverage. Now, the extra coverage is going to help prevent your concealer, your foundation from oxidizing. It doesn't really like grab onto it and make it look darker. It kind of gives you a little more coverage and a little more brightness. Now, one of my friends actually used this to pack in her makeup so that she can use less foundation and more powder because she has really oily skin, and it works really well for her. All right, now moving on to the rest of the face. Next is blush. Now, I couldn't really narrow it down, but I wanted a little bit of a price range for you guys. So the cheapest of all blushes, in my opinion, that I think is absolutely beautiful is this one. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon. I think the formula is amazing. It blends onto the skin beautifully. Now, this is in the color blush, I think. This is the color blush. No, this is the color Rose Champagne, and I really like it. It's just a really great everyday color. It adds a little hint of blush, and I like the fact that it just looks seamless on the skin. You can't see where it really begins and where it ends. And of course, a affordable drugstore video wouldn't be complete without Milani. Milani blushes are absolutely my favorite. They're almost my favorite. Like, if I had to pick of all blushes in favoritism, like without even thinking about the price, I would still pick these. Now, this is my absolute favorite. Of course, I've talked about it a million times. This is Luminoso, and it is just the most gorgeous corally color that adds enough shimmer that isn't going to make you look shiny and glittery, but it just adds that beautiful color to the skin, and it just looks amazing. You can't go wrong with it. Sometimes I put on a blush and then I feel like it's patchy, it's not great. I just actually put this over and buff it out, and my blush looks amazing. Now, of course, this, I'm a big sucker for packaging, and this is in the drugstore, you guys. Look at how gorgeous the embossed flower rose that is in this blush. I love this. This is in the color Coral Cove, and I just love all of these colors. Like, I have, what is this? Romantic Rose, which is a more muted kind of mauve color. And then I have this one, which is in Tea Rose, which I wear almost on an everyday basis just because I think it's such a flattering color against my skin tone. Alright, so moving on to bronzer. This is my absolute favorite for all over bronzer. This is the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. It looks like this. I love it because it is buttery. It really melts into the skin, and you can't even detect that it is on your skin. So it kind of plays that, ooh, what is that on her skin that looks so good? But you can't really tell. Now, another one that is also really, really low on the price range. This is the NYC Smooth Skin bronzer in the color Sunny. Now, this is my first bronzer I have ever used in my whole entire life, and it really changed my bronzer game. Now, I still use this, and I definitely recommend it for you guys. If you are kind of on the fence about bronzer, you're not really sure what is all that craze, and you don't know if you really want to use it or whatever, or you want to go out and buy one, definitely check this out. The color is nice, it's universally flattering, and it's super affordable. And of course, we can't miss out on highlighter. It's hard to find like that perfect highlighter. I feel like highlighter is a very personal thing for me just because I have a lot of peach fuzz and freckles, and I feel like the drugstore powder highlighters, it kind of accentuates it, and it just doesn't look as good on the skin against like powder and whatever else that I have on my face. But I did find one cream highlighter that I absolutely love, and it is from the drugstore, and it is very affordable for us broke girls. So it is the cream to powder highlighter by Essence, and it's called So Glow in the color Look on the Bright Side. Now, at first when I saw this, I was kind of scared because it's like white, and I'm definitely not white at all. So I was afraid that it's gonna look chalky and just like really pearlescent on my skin, but it looks really amazing. It has a lot of yellow undertones, so it blends into the skin beautifully, and it blends beautifully even on top of powder. Now I don't know if a lot of drugstores carry this brand Essence, but I did purchase it from Target, and I think everyone has a Target nearby. So check it out whenever you can. I really love the consistency. Alright, so let's move on to the rest of the face. Next is going to be eyes. So of course I couldn't pick one eyeliner product that I love from the drugstore that is affordable, just because, you know, there are so many different types out there. And what if you want a liquid liner or you want a regular, just like true eyeliner? So my absolute favorite liquid liner from the drugstore is this one by NYC. It's their liquid liner in the color black, and you guys, the brush on this is just really phenomenal. I feel like I can just flick out my liner so nicely and graciously and so easily. And I love the fact that it dries to a matte finish. It isn't that plastic look, and it just looks amazing. If your go-to look is a wing liner, definitely check this out because it will change your game. And it's only $3. So you're welcome. Alright, so next is just going to be a plain old eyeliner. This is the Maybelline Master Precise Skinny Gel Pencil. Now you guys, I don't know about you, but for me, it's so hard for me to find like the perfect eyeliner. Any eyeliner, kohl, gel, any type, it always smears and just gets all over my eyes. I can't use it to tightline. I can't use it to just use as a regular eyeliner because I smile, I talk. By the end of the day, I look like a raccoon. And nothing I do will actually keep the eyeliner on as well. It transfers and it just looks like a hot mess. So I never really use like regular eyeliner. So I always use like liquid. But this has changed it all. This stays on, stays put, and I can always count on it. I can count on like it being 100 degrees outside, I'm sweating, and it will still stay on, and it looks amazing throughout the whole day. And then of course, drugstore mascara, I don't even have to say. They are so much better than expensive mascara in my opinion, and this is the only mascara I've ever used my whole entire life. From the day that I first used makeup until now, I have never used any other mascara but this one because it just works. It keeps my lashes curled and it just makes my lashes look good. Any other mascara out there has always weighed down my lashes, and by the end of the day or midday, my lashes just looks like this. But I want it to look like that. So this is the Full and Soft by Maybelline. I feel like I have been using a lot of Maybelline products today, showing them a lot of love. Definitely not sponsored, but they have some good stuff. Ultimately, I feel like the brand from the drugstore that makes the best lip products is definitely Revlon. Alright, so if you are a type of person that loves creamy, buttery type of lipsticks, or you don't want that full-on look, but you want just that really hint of color but moisturizing, my absolute favorite and my go-to is the Revlon Lip Butters. This is in the color Red Velvet. This is the most gorgeous color for the fall time, in my opinion. Next, if you are a type of person that likes matte lipstick, you want it to just look effortless and you want it to be trendy, and you like that Korean look where it's matte and you can just apply a little bit of color for that pop of color, these Revlon Color Bursts are amazing. They are really comfortable to wear and they have really great colors. Now if you're just wondering what color am I wearing today, this vampy color for the fall time, this is by Maybelline and it's their Color Blur by Lip Studio, and this is in the color Plum. Alright you guys, so basically those are the products that I feel like any broke girl needs. If you are broke, if you are on a budget, but you want good quality products that are affordable, these are the products that I would recommend to you guys that you can find at your local drugstore. But of course, these are just what I like, but I definitely want to hear more about what you guys like as well. So comment below and let me know what you like. And if you'd like to see more affordable videos like these, then give me a thumbs up so I know. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!